In the United States, 0.23% of the population are functionally deaf, which means they cannot hear or understand any speech. Sign language speakers in the US range between 500,000 to 2 million people. In other words, the ratio between the hearing and deaf is only 0.9 or 3.6 to 1. This product will fill a much-needed role in bridging the gap between the deaf and hearing communities. In the case of a foreign language, when you move abroad and are not able to speak the language, you are the one who must adapt to the surrounding environment. And learners are usually motivated because there is a need to survive and function in the community. On the other hand, in the case of sign language, you cannot adapt to spoken language, so the surrounding environment must adapt to sign language. However, from the hearing person's point of view, not many hearing individuals are willing to learn sign language, unless he or she knows a deaf person personally. Therefore, we think that empowering the deaf individual and their community is a key focus in sign language learning. What we have designed is a toolkit to lower the hurdle for a deaf person or community to guide learning. Our mission is to raise awareness as well as to raise the number of sign language speakers in order to lower the barriers and promote social integration by empowering the deaf community. Our product is PSL Apps. Our app consists of 3 components: Start, Connect, and Learn. They can be accessed from smartphones and PCs, and it has 2 modes, Admin and Learner. The Admin mode is designed for the deaf member to provide and guide the sign language experience, and this is given to members of the deaf community and their associations only. Learner mode is designed for the hearing individual who wants to learn about sign language. The admin can access all the components for the Start app. The learner needs a code, and for Connect and Learn, learners need Start experience as well as an additional code from their admin. Admins can control and provide guidance to the hearing individual with Learner mode. Admins start with creating profiles with such info as topics they like and interests they have. And with Connect app, admins are able to connect with other admins. Admins have a discussion board in order to discuss various topics such as what needs to be added in the app, what is not working well, technical issues, developing new content for learners, and it also becomes the feedback to PSL. The admin profile shows the number of learners guided by the admin as well as their level of skills, which motivates other admins to guide more learners. The admin finds someone who they think might be interested in ASL. The admin will invite the hearing person by sending a code to download a Start app and play or engage in an activity. The code will be a one-time use in order to ensure that the code is provided by the admin. If the learner becomes interested in learning about ASL via the Start app, the admin can lead him or her to the next level. Before going to the next level, the hearing learner will receive a name in sign language, representing him or herself in the deaf community. The admin will record a video explaining in sign language the new name of the learner. For example, "Hi, this is Adam and this is my friend." The learner will know the name sign. The admin will give a learner a code to install the full app. The video that the admin recorded about the learner will be placed in the learner's profile. All other admins connected with the admin will receive a notification that their friend has introduced a new member to their community. This might encourage someone to start communicating with a learner. After the learner fills out his or her profile quickly, the learner will be directed to the Connect app. In Connect, the learner can see the connections of his or her admin, and the admin is encouraged to introduce the new learner to their connection in the app community. The learner can also see a map which shows PSL learners and PSL members across the USA. Learners can find information about admins connected to his or her admin. Connect encourages the learner to communicate and get engaged with the ASL community members. This is why Learn is important, since learners need to have a good level of sign language in order to communicate in authentic relationships. Through Connect, admins and learners can plan to hold an offline meetup, which encourages face-to-face communication and community building. Our Learn app provides different kinds of levels of various domains of interest, including sports, TV, and user-generated content. In Learn, the guide can be available physically or virtually through a video chat window. Admins will have tools to guide a learner and provide feedback to the learner. An experience badge will be received by completing particular learning activities. Learners acquire badges in their profile and will suggest new activities. The learners are recommended to connect with someone with whom the learner might be interested in communicating based on the topic of interest and the level of skills. For example, if one learned football level 1, then the app may introduce someone in the deaf community who is also interested in football to talk for about 5 or 10 minutes. The learner can ask his or her guide for help, or can ask for permission to record the conversation with the new deaf community member and then ask their guide for feedback. The app will allow the learner at any level to share activities to his or her Facebook or Twitter account. This will allow the learner to spread the knowledge about the deaf community in ASL. The learner can play with others using the Start app, but will need permission from the admin to provide the code to install other PSL apps. Based on the experience level and the number of badges, the app management will decide to grant the learner the admin role so that he can provide the access to other learners. An admin and a learner begin their interaction from the Start app. The learner acquires a name sign and starts to connect with other admins. This motivates the learner to move to the Learn app. Then learners go back to Connect app to connect with more people to apply what they have learned. We imagine more people start to know each other, more people connect and communicate, and more people learn with joy.